Hi guys, I hope you are doing great. So in this video, we will talk about the basic color correction and basic grading of the video. For example, if the colors of the videos are dull and the lighting is not really good, so how you can edit that video and make it more appealing regarding the colors. So how you can increase the brightness, the saturations, the colors, the warmths, the hues, how you can play with all these things to make your video more appealing and not to make more exaggerated. So what will be the balanced stuff? So let's start the video. So I have a video over there and I just downloaded this video and because there's a few uh, and there's a need of color corrections. So I just make a clip of 1 minute and almost or less than 1 minute. So first of all, here you can see the video is dull little bit. So what we have to do, we have to click on the video, then go to the adjustment panel. Here you can see the LUT option. First option is the LUT option. LUT is actually the pre-made presets which you can simply apply to your video to get some sort of results. But right now there are no LUTs. The other thing you can see is adjustment. Here's the color adjustment. The more the yellow, more is the warm video. Let's do it. First of all, if you move it to the right, then it will looks more like a warm. And and if you move it towards the right, then it will look more like a cool temperature. So it should be balanced because it should not be more towards the warm because that definitely affect your skin tone. So it should be balanced. I usually change this temperature whenever I think that yeah, this is more cool or this is more towards warm. So that's why I adjust the temperature of the video. But right now I think it's really pretty good, and yes, this is nice, we can go with that. But still we will look to all those three adjustments when we completed or all these adjustments. So this is a tint. Like if you go more towards right, it will make the pinkish, and if we move towards the left, it will make it green. These mainly these three colors usually work in the nature video. For example, if we have a nature video and there is a sun and there are leaves, so what we do, we move this towards the more warm side to make it more sunny and make it more towards green to show the green colors of the leaves, and this make it more reddish tone. Here you can see like there is a more reddish which definitely destruct the video. So on the human videos like in which we talked about and we are showing our face, we rarely use these adjustments, but we mainly use whenever we don't set the temperature of our camera while shooting the video. So let's start from this, the lightness. The first one is the exposure. Exposure means the light in the video. Here you can see if I move it towards the right, it highlight the video, it expose the video, like it exposing everything. You can see that in the main video, doctor actually she's a doctor and she had a light on his face, but you can also see there's a light coming towards left, and it's, I think so, it's a sort of reddish light. You can reddish light you can also see on her hairs, and you can also see the blue light coming from towards right, which you can also see on her hairs and on her hoodie. So you, and the main key light is on her face. Here you can see here is the light, and here's the blue light, here's the, and here's the white light. So if we move the exposure towards the right, it expose the video, means it lighten the video. Here you can see like this is looking good to me now, and there is no any fixed amount, fixed figure for the video. It totally depends on your eyes. Like if you are, if this looks good to your eyes, then this is good to go. But if it's not looking good to your eyes, you need to adjust this bar. No, this is a contrast. So the contrast means the difference between the lightest and darkest part of the video. If you move it towards right, y- here's the lightest part and here's the darkest part. If we move it towards the right, you can see darker become more darker and it changed the lighter part, like maybe it exaggerate the lighter part more lighter. So this is contrast is basically difference between lighter and the darker part. If we move it towards the left, it blur the whole video because you can say the crisp of the video is gone. So we also have to make it balance. If we want to make it more towards right, then make it just a little bit lighter. I never enter or put this figure manually. I just keep watching the video and move it very slightly, not just like the exposure. And if I think that yeah, this is the maximum I can go with that, I can make that figure okay. Highlight means the for example, if you are getting this light that there is a purple light, the reddish light coming from there, the blue light coming from there, and there is a key light on her face. So these are the lighting part of the video. So if we move the highlight section towards right, it make the highlight part of the video more highlight. Here you see only the face is coming more and more brighter. These parts, the where the light drops, those parts are becoming more lighter, more highlight. Highlighter is basically it make the lighting part more highlight. So we also have to make it a balance, not more like that, like this is just like looking like very awkward, like your face is highlighting it and it's really pinching in my eyes. So we have to adjust it up to the level which looks good to our eyes, and this one looks good to me. Okay, really nice. I again, I'm not watching toward this figure, I'm just watching the video, and if it look good to me, then I'm okay with that. Now the shadow, here you can see the shadows. Actually, it create the shadows in the video. If we move the bar towards right, then it decrease or it load the all the shadow throughout the video. But if we move it towards the left, then it increases the shadow in the video. For example, the shadow here are the shadows. These all are the shadow areas, and here you can see that these are the shadow areas. So if we move it towards, oh, sorry, if we move it towards left, you can see that it make the shadow areas more darker. So we also have to use it very wisely, and right now I'm not using this adjustment because it looking good to me. And the whites, definitely it increase the white more whiter. You can see like which or it increase the intensity of all the white areas. So her jersey is right, her face is, her hairs are white, a sort of white, not exactly, but the sort of golden. So it increases the lightening of those areas. So we also have to make it really good with that, and this is looking okay to me. And now black, it only affect the black areas. Here you can see, if you want to make it more drastic or like vampire sort of thing, you have to adjust this thing. So this is okay to me. I don't want to add the blacks in this video. So the brilliance actually adjusts the overall brightness and contrast of the picture. Let's say if I move it towards the right, it actually adjusts the brightness and contrast of the picture. And if I move it towards the left, then you can see that it highlights the purple light, because the purple reddish light is coming from the left, and it highlights all those areas. And I usually very rarely use this brilliance option. Now the sharpen is definitely obvious too, like it sharpen the video. If your video is not so crispy, or not so sharp, then this effect will make your video sharper. You can see like this is what, oh sorry, now this is what you will get. Like this is really very sharp and you are getting the pixelated sort of video. But I also really, because if we sharp it more, then it will definitely change the texture of the face. And we mainly use these three effects in the nature video, not mainly in or the wedding video to make it more sharpy or crispy. Clarity is almost the same. You can get more and more clarity, but it doesn't mean that you will make it to the 100 to get more and more clarity. No, this is not just like that. But clarity up to some extent will gives you a good result. But see, if we move it to the 100%, 100% means you will get 100% clarity, but this is really very bad quality of the video. We don't need this sort of video. So we have to make it a really light adjustment of the clarity to get the really nice video, nice appealing video. And after this there's a particles and sort of nice, because these particles mainly used in the cinematic or some old retro sort of videos. If you want to add give your video a retro touch and you are shooting a cinematic video, then you will use this effect, and this is really helpful. You don't need any overlay or don't need any stuff like that to make it more sort of noisy, because this is a noisy video. When you shoot your video in a high ISO, that definitely make your videos like this. But this is actually used to make a retro video. And fade is obvious to everyone. Fade is to make the video more fade, and some sort of if